and welcome to Quackalope. I am West, and this is
Shira.
We are here today. The monkeys are running the asylum without the duck.
The duck.
Yeah.
Exactly. Sounds about right.
Exactly. He's not here, so we get to play. We get to play all the games that we want to play.
And we are here to tell you about Apex Legends from Glass Cannon Unplugged.
Yes. Now, we do have a wonderful relationship with Glass Cannon Unplugged. They have asked us to please do a first look preview for them so we can kind of show you some of the interesting things that this has going for it. Now, Shira...
There's going to be more content coming to the channel, some gameplays, and a lot more stuff. And disclaimer, I don't know anything about Apex Legends. And so West is going to be introducing me to the game. He has experience on the digital level. He's experienced on the physical prototype level. And he's going to be walking us through everything that's cool.
Absolutely.
Right in front of you.
The coolest thing about this prototype right now is the fact that these miniatures were hand painted by amazing artists in Poland, I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh, I can't even describe to you how beautiful these minis are.
They've got little grass on the base of their miniatures.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane.
Above and beyond the Call of Duty on this one, they're incredible. Unfortunately, if you were to purchase a set like this from the Kickstarter that will be happening eventually...
You'd have to paint them yourself.
Yeah, and...
But also, this is a prototype that you were seeing in front of you.
Yes.
Some pieces came a little bit damaged. We are doing our best to showcase it all. But yeah, prototype.
Exactly, proto.
Don't break it anymore.
Shira did a great job putting this one together. It
came
did not
in a bag
survive the trip.
of like 20 pieces that I had to do a puzzle.
She did a great. She loves puzzles. She loves
puzzles.
Yeah. All right. So, what are some of the cool things about this game that people should be paying attention to?
A brief overview. What is Apex Legends?
A brief overview. That's a good place to start. We should probably do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. That's why I have her here. She keeps me grounded. A brief overview of Apex Legends. So this is a video game.
What?
A video game.
A video game?
Yeah, a video game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like vegetable or like Vegemite? A video game?
A video game. You know, like a game that you play on the computer.
Okay. Digital? Video game?
Video game.
Okay.
Yeah. So you play this, it's a fantastic, it's actually the most popular digital game that has the largest player base at any one point in time of any game that's out there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's got a huge following, and it plays in like contests and arenas. So you have these legends, and these legends will fight as a team against other legends that will be coming in and out of the battle arenas. It goes through seasons. I think they're like on season 15 or 18, something like that. It's ridiculous how long this has been going on, and they've done an amazing job, and they keep people interested and active. And it is actually a really fun time to play. I will caveat my video game experience with it as saying that I have yet to win a single battle.
Oh boy.
I have...
Digital?
Oh yeah.
What about physical?
I did win a physical copy.
Okay.
We did probably win.
Probably. That sounds great.
It was still kind of hard to tell at that time because we didn't play the entire thing, and it was kind of an introductory scenario. But I feel like had we played a little bit longer, I would definitely have won because we killed them more times than they killed us. So I feel like that's winning, right? That's got to count for something.
Is it a cooperative or competitive?
It's competitive, but team competitive.
Okay.
Or you can play as 2 players on each side type of thing.
Okay.
It's best at 4 though. And I believe there could be some more things coming out. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say anything or not. So we're just gonna we're gonna leave that one alone for a moment. But yeah, it currently with the addition that we have, we should definitely play 4 players is a fantastic way to play this game. Because you really get an opportunity to be truly collaborative with your teammate, and a lot of the skills from the different legends actually lend themselves incredibly well to being utilized together. Like Gibraltar has these beautiful shields, and you know with Wraith you can put people behind shields and access Gibraltar shields going back and forth. So it's a really great opportunity to really utilize different skills with different legends moving forward. The main concept of this is that it is a battle royale, so you are trying to destroy the other player, and the win condition, assuming again the introductory win condition, it would be the same throughout, which
subject to change.
Could be different, subject to change. You want to kill both of the other legends on the other team to get the win.
Okay.
It is much easier to kill one legend than it is to kill both of them at the same time. because as soon as
it has to happen like simultaneously
within the same turn, you have to kill both of the legends. So you can start hurting them a lot, and then hopefully you have the ability to overcome them with damage in that one turn, so that you can kill both of them before the other one's able to respawn, or they're able to use health potions and whatnot, or med packs. So yeah, we did really good at killing one of them. Really, really good at killing one of them. And there's a strategy where you could be like that guy that Leroy Jenkins into the middle of a situation and just destroy one right out of the gate, but you are definitely going to die for sure. And you'll feel really good because you'll almost kill both of them, but you then die and your opponent will eventually respawn or get a health potion or med pack or whatever. And it's very cool. But I want to talk about some of the things that are very similar to the game, where I think that's one of Glass Cannon Unplugged's, in my opinion, one of their great things that they do incredibly well, especially if you look back at Frostpunk. What they were able to do with that is really encapsulate that experience that you have playing the video game while actually playing the board game. So there were so many things that they brought in and made that game feel like you were still playing the video game. And in Apex Legends, I think they've done a very good job of being able to port over some of those really amazing skills, and they really still make you feel like you're playing the game. Now, one of the things that Apex Legends does really well as a video game is that you're hiding constantly. So you're trying to get away from people, you're trying to be secretive and sneak from place to place, open and close doors, and that's something that you're not really going to be able to do effectively on a game board like this. However, one of the things they've done a very good job of is create these half walls and these unique scenarios where you can get behind stuff. You can
multi-tiers.
Yeah, you can get out of line of sight, different tiers and things. And of course, they do have different powers and abilities with the legends that will still allow you to do some of those unique things like smoke screens and that kind of stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
So it's very cool. And another thing that I find really unique is when you're playing a video game, you fire your weapon, and even in real life when you fire a weapon you have recoil, right?
Yeah.
That thing that makes you go boom, right?
Yeah.
And if you're trying to keep that like really good shot, you fire once and the nose of the gun, because I've never fired a gun in my entire life. I don't own any. Yeah, right. I own plenty. Anyway, having guns, you fire, and then the muzzle of the rifle or weapon, whatever, it starts to raise as you're firing. The same thing happens here in the game, and they did a really cool way to do that by having these aim cards. And this here is your track that you're firing on.
Okay.
And so at the beginning, you start with 0 as long as everything is equal, and then you're just playing cards here, and as long as this number matches the number of your weapon, then it counts as a hit.
Okay.
All right? And then the next one, you get -5 to whatever that number is. So this one, instead of being a 45, would be a 40.
Okay.
And then going down the line.
What's your weapon?
Well, that's a great question, Shira. These are all the different weapons that are available in this particular game.
Let's take one for example. If
Yeah.
this was your weapon, so your aim will have to be the 45 over here.
Yeah, so you're looking to get a 45 out of this card here.
So this one would miss, and what would happen?
So it would just be a miss. You missed this particular shot.
Like this is a 70 now.
And that would be a hit.
That's so cool.
Yep, and this one is very interesting because it's a hit because it's a 45, so you're at a 50, so it's a great hit. And this is the damage it does, so it would do 4 points of damage as a regular thing, but you add 2 points because this has a headshot attached to it.
Nice.
So you're doing 6 points there. That's a great question.
Something more with the aiming.
Yep.
I'm gonna assume.
The other interesting thing that these things do is these are called half shots, so you see how it doesn't actually show that it's a full hit. So it's a half shot, so you wouldn't get credit for that. But if you happen to have 2 of them and the same amount of things that you put out, well then now you actually would get a full hit out of that, even if the numbers didn't match, because you had 2 of these half shots together.
But you would still have to subtract the numbers on top?
As long as you had these 2 here, you're good.
Oh.
It counts as a hit.
Cool.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The other thing that happens, like I said, the headshots that will come out, there are modifiers for if the target is higher than you, even if this number matches with what you've got, it's an automatic miss because the target that you're shooting at is higher.
Okay.
This one is an automatic hit if the target is lower than you, which is really cool. And then this is a miss if they're behind half cover, like these little guys right there.
Wow, they've added a lot of modifiers to this system.
It's very, very cool. And then in addition to all of those types of modifiers, there's these little additional pieces here that you can add to upgrade your gun. So like this one allows you to modify the stock. So in modifying the stock, it gives you 2 extra damage every time you hit, which is really cool. If we had a shotgun, this would allow you to get an extra 4 damage on it. And there are ones here where this would increase, using an optic, would increase the ability for you to hit, so it would make this number lower.
Okay.
Which is really cool. And
yeah, because the lower it is, the more likely you're hit, because once you have to subtract 30 from a number, you want as low as possible.
Exactly. And because this is an SMG, so it's firing out at basically an automatic rate, you're getting actually to pull 6 cards off of this.
And put them in whatever order?
And you put them in the order that you draw them.
Oh.
And there's only 13 cards.
I want to be super powerful.
Yeah. And there are ways for you to skip up here, so like you could add, I believe some of the optics actually add opportunities for here or lower recoil, so they can make your more steady.
Yeah.
So you actually start 1 round higher,
nice.
Which is really cool. So there's a lot of different things they've done to make this really unique. This also shows you how much ammo you can actually start the round with and what type of ammo you're looking for. Because that leads us to the next thing, and that are these little, the storage options here. So you're actually picking these up as you're going along. It's kind of like your little treasure troves. And those are where your weapons are going to be, and there's going to be different things inside of them. So you'll pull a card like this, and it'll show you that you get to draw 1 epic item, 2 rares, and it'll show you what weapon is in there, plus the ammo that's in there as well.
Nice.
So it's very unique, it's very interesting. I really like what they've done. And what I also think is really cool, because I'm a stickler for real reality, it actually opens.
I thought
and
I broke it for a second, then I was like, I think that was meant to happen.
No,
like,
it's definitely meant to happen.
Like, that just, it literally pops open.
It's just so cool. Yeah. I mean, it's such a small, minor attention to detail thing, but it's something that makes you go, all right, that's pretty cool. They also still have supply drops that will come in, and this is a big thing that like drops down in the game, and you open it up and there'll be different things on the inside of it that you can add to yourself, like armor and different packs and stuff like that are available to you, which is really, really cool that something like this is still even in the game. The other thing that I know...
Sounds like they stayed really true to theme.
They did. They did. They stayed very true to theme, which I think is really cool, even with the abilities of the legends, which we'll kind of go over in a second. But they also stayed true with these, the ring, basically. So as you're playing, each round, you're going to move this across, and whenever you get to this location right here, that means that we're going to pull the rings in, and then there are cards that you draw that will actually tell you how far in the ring is moving. And then you have to get through in your turn.
So your fighting space gets like tighter and tighter and tighter, and so the ability to hide, the ability to dodge and move around goes away.
It can be taken away.
Wow.
Yeah. And if you stay outside of that ring for any reason, it's a massive amount of damage. It's 10 points of damage for every time you're outside of that ring during that time frame. Nice. So you want to get in as quickly as possible.
Or get your opponent's legends outside that ring as much as possible.
Also true. These are all things that can be done. So I think that's really, really unique. It's very different. And it's, again, staying true to the game while still finding a way to make it happen in a playable board game.
Yeah.
Which I think is very cool.
Tabletop version.
Yep. And then each of the legends, again, still stays true to their concepts. So, like, for instance, Bloodhound here, they have a...
Are there only 4 legends?
Right now there's only 4 legends, yes. I am sure... that there will be an opportunity to add all of the legends, which I think right now there's around 13, but who knows? Hopefully that's an expansion that will be coming, because there are some really fun legends that are not included in this yet and that I really want to see, namely certain ones that fly. I'd love to see how exactly that's going to be utilized in this particular scenario. But like with Bloodhound in the game, they have a skill that allows you to kind of sense where people are in the game, and it gives you can push that sense onto other people, and it allows them to hit with better accuracy. Well, there's really no way to kind of do that here, because one of the big things that people do is use Bangalore, and they throw smoke screens and use Bloodhound's targeting ability, and you can kill people in the dark, which is kind of cool. There's still kind of an option here, because Bangalore still does have smoke, and Bloodhound has an opportunity where you can attach ravens to your opponents, and then you're able to hit them more easily because the ravens are signifying like where exactly they are, so it makes the hit a little bit easier, which
That's so cool.
I think is pretty cool.
And he also has a raven in his image.
They also have a raven. That is correct. So that is the eye of the Allfather, I believe.
Yeah, Allfather.
Mm-hmm. So you attach a raven, and then Beast of the Hunt will still allow you during that special to move a little bit easier and give you a bonus to the hit, which is cool. And that will last as long as you don't interact with something or use a a med pack or something like that. So I think that's really, really cool. It gives you that ability and it makes it feel like that special power because there are those special abilities that are just for them. And Gibby, Gibraltar here still has, the shield concept, also has a giant bomb that he's dropping on everybody, which is super cool, and that does massive amounts of damage all the way around. I believe it's called, defensive burst, I think is what it's called, something along those lines, which is really cool. And then Wraith, who is one of the characters that I play the most with, and again, I'm terrible at this game, but the reason I play with Wraith is because I enjoy kidnapping people, and if you know, you know, but basically that Wraith gets to put down these really awesome portals, and there's a certain thing that you can do where you attach a portal kind of up in the air on the side of something, and then you run away, and then you get behind somebody and you put up another portal and you kind of push them through, and so then they fall off of here so they can't get back to the portal, and the rest of your people are just standing there and they're like, hey, nice to see you, and just destroy you right in the middle of that situation. It's literally called kidnapping.
Oh my gosh.
Hysterical. And really, really funny.
Wow.
So that way they can't get back into the portal because it's too high, so they can't jump up there and get it. So it's a lot of fun. And they clearly have portals here as well, so you should have the ability to do interesting and fun things with your portals, which I'm very excited about, obviously, because I think it's super cool.
Yeah.
So far, Shira, have I made this sound like a fun game that you want to play with me?
Yes, you have. I am very much intrigued. I think the characters feel very asymmetric, and I'm excited to try each one of them out. Video games. Video games are not my forte. I have barely played any, which is amusing, and so every time we see all of these, ones that come from a video game, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, but if it has fun mechanics, I'm down. And so
absolutely,
I'm excited to see the mechanics. I mean, the components, Glass Cannon is really, they're known for their components. And so I love what they did with Frostpunk, and I'm excited to see what they've got going on here. So stay tuned on the channel for more to come. There is going to be a lot more Apex Legends in the next few days and weeks. And comment down below, what do you want to see? What are your questions? And we'll try to get some answers for you.
Yeah. Let us, if you guys say you want to see something, then we can go back to our folks at Glass Cannon Unplugged and be like, hey, the people are asking for this.
See this.
Yeah, they're begging for this. Is that something that's going to happen, guys? Please? We'd really love to know. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for being here.
Whatever the case.
Whatever you do.
Remember to do the important thing.
Get out and shoot your friend.
Play some games.
Play some games too. Yeah.
See you next time.
Bye.